Today, I'm going to tell you exactly how to spot if you're in a relationship with the wrong woman before she wrecks your life. Jessica OS here. Welcome to my channel. Let's jump right in, shall we? Sign number one. She uses sex, silence, or drama to control you. If a woman is controlling you through sex, silence, or drama, you're not in a relationship, you're in a power struggle. And if you don't recognize it, you'll find yourself stuck in a circle of manipulation, frustration, and emotional exhaustion. Some women don't argue, some won't yell, some women don't even tell you what's wrong. Instead, they control you in these three ways. 1, they use sex as a weapon. 2, silence as punishment. And 3, drama as manipulation. Let's break each of them down real quick. So let's talk about when she uses sex to control you. I'm just going to say it. If sex is being used as a bargaining chip in your relationship, you're already losing. Some women know that men crave intimacy and they use that to their advantage. I mean, if you do what she wants, she rewards you with affection. If you disagree with her, suddenly she's not in the mood. If you upset her, she needs space, but only until you apologize, even if you weren't wrong. This is manipulation disguised as intimacy. The moment sex stops being about connection and starts being about control, your relationship is pretty much doomed. And don't get it twisted, real desire comes from mutual attraction and respect and not from bribery and punishment. Let's talk about she using silence as a weapon. As I said, some women don't yell, they don't argue, they won't tell you when something is wrong. They just go silent. And you know what? That's worse. You text, no response. You call, she ignores it. You ask what's wrong, nothing. And suddenly you're chasing her for answers, trying to fix something that she refuses to talk about. This is called emotional withholding, and it's a power move. Because now instead of you focusing on what she did wrong, you're too busy begging for her attention. And this is happening even when you did nothing wrong. A woman who truly loves you will communicate, not play childish mind games. 3, she thrives on drama. You ever dated a woman who can't seem to go 2 days without constantly creating chaos? It's not by accident. That's how she controls you, okay? Some women know that when a man is emotionally drained, he's easier to control. So what will she do? She'll start fights, over nothing just to keep you off balance. She blows small things out of proportion to guilt trip you. She picks fights right before big events just to keep you in check. The pattern is always the same. She creates a problem, makes you suffer, and then forgives you when she feels like it. Notice how she never actually apologizes? It's always you doing damage control. Pay attention, guys. This is classic manipulation. If she can keep you walking on eggshells, she can keep you under her control. This is dangerous, guys. A woman who plays these games is conditioning you to accept being manipulated, feel guilty even when you've done nothing wrong, and lose your confidence and sense of control. And the longer you stay in a relationship like this, the harder it is to see just how toxic it really is. There are only 2 ways out of this, if you ask me. 1, you may want to call out that manipulation and refuse to play along. The next time she uses sex, silence, or drama to control you, don't react. Stay calm, stay composed, show her she has no power over you. Walk away if she refuses to change. A woman who truly respects you won't try to control you. She'll communicate, she will compromise, she'll show you love without condition. I said it. Sign number 2, she controls everything, and you let her. At first, it might not even seem like a problem. Maybe she just has strong opinions. Maybe she likes things a certain way. Maybe you even admire how decisive she is. But then, guess what? She's started to pick out your clothes. She's telling you who you can and can't hang out with. She's dictating how you spend your free time. She's even deciding when you two are allowed to be intimate. And if you disagree or try to put your foot down, she either guilts you, starts a fight, or withholds affection until you cave. That's pure manipulation. You see, if you allow these, it will slowly strip away your sense of self. And the worst part, this kind of woman will never respect you because deep down she knows that you're not standing your ground. So how do you tell if she's controlling you? It's pretty easy. Number 1, she constantly criticizes your choices. Why are you wearing that? Why would you order that? You actually like that movie? 2, she makes decisions for you without asking. 3, she makes you feel guilty for wanting independence. She'll ask questions like, well, why do you need to spend time alone? Am I not enough? She expects you to agree with her always. The moment you have your own opinion, she gets offended. 5, she punishes you when she doesn't get her way. Silent treatment, withholding affection, random fighting. If this sounds like your relationship, if you ask me, you have 2 choices. 1 is to start setting boundaries immediately. Tell her no, stand up for your choices, and let her know that you're not a doormat. 2, walk away before she completely drains your confidence, because that's what's going to be happening, right? Once she sees you as someone she can control, she'll never see you as the man she respects. And without respect, love doesn't stand a chance. Sign number 3, your gut tells you something is off, but you ignore it. So you can't quite put your finger on it, but there's this nagging feeling in your gut telling you something is off. But instead of listening to it, you ignore it. You convince yourself you're overthinking, being paranoid, or just need to trust her more. Guys, your gut is hardly ever wrong. A man who ignores his instincts is a man who walks straight into disaster. Think about it. How many men have stayed in relationships that were clearly toxic because they hoped that things would get better? Because they wanted to believe that she was telling them the truth. He feels uneasy, but he stays anyway. He catches her in a lie, but he lets it slide. He keeps making excuses for her every toxic behavior. And then what happens? She disrespects him even more. And by the time he finally realizes the truth, she's already moved on to someone else, leaving him feel used, betrayed, and like a complete fool. If you feel uneasy in your relationship, there are 2 possibilities. She's actually hiding something, or number 2, you don't feel safe or valued. Bottom line, if you're constantly feeling uneasy around her, you're either with a liar or a woman who doesn't make you feel secure. And either way, you're with the wrong woman. So what do? Trust your gut and confront her. I'm not saying be aggressive, no need for that, but be direct. Ask real questions and pay attention to her answers and reaction. If she instantly gets defensive, dismisses your concerns, or turns it into a fight, red flag. Walk away before you waste more time. Sign number 4, she doesn't respect you at all. Listen, respect isn't a luxury in a relationship, it's the bare minimum. And if a woman doesn't respect you, then guess what? She doesn't really love you either. A woman can be physically attracted to you. She can enjoy spending time with you. She can even tell you she loves you, right? But if she doesn't respect you, guess what? None of that will matter. Because deep down, she doesn't take you seriously. A relationship without respect is just a slow, painful death. A woman who doesn't respect you won't always come out and say it. But trust me, her actions will expose the truth. 1, she will talk down to you. Yep. Does she constantly correct you, belittle your ideas, or make you feel stupid? Does she mock your interests or goals or the things you care about? Because a woman who respects you will uplift you and not make you feel like a child. If she rolls her eyes every time you speak, if she talks over you when you try to express yourself, if she always has to be right and your opinions don't matter, that's not a partner. It's a dictator in disguise. But let's call it what it is. 2, she embarrasses you in public. No woman who respects her man will make a fool out of him in front of others, period. Does she make fun of you around her friends? Does she criticize you in public, even over the smallest things? Does she flirt with other men right in front of you just to see how you react? That's not playful, right? That's a test. She's testing how much you will tolerate. She's seeing if you'll check her or just laugh it off and call it a day. And every time you let such behavior slide, you lose a little more of her respect. A woman who respects you will protect your image and not destroy it. Number 3, she doesn't value your time. A woman who respects you will respect your time. If she constantly wastes it, cancels on you last minute, or expects you to be available at her convenience but never makes time for you, she's showing you exactly how little you mean to her. Guess what? She doesn't respect you. If she doesn't respect your time now, imagine what will happen when she thinks that you're fully committed or when you get married. 4, she crosses boundaries and then plays the victim. If she constantly pushes your limits, disregards your values, or does things that she knows makes you uncomfortable, she's not just testing you, she's training you to accept less. If you tell her you don't like disrespect and she keeps doing it, red flag. If you tell her you need space and she makes you feel guilty about it, red flag. If you set a boundary and she laughs it off or calls you sensitive, red flag. That's not love, it's emotional manipulation. And let's be real, if she can't respect the small boundaries now, what do you think will happen later? Take note, because deep down a woman wants to look up to her man. She wants to admire him. But if you let her belittle you, control you, or make a joke out of you, she won't see you as a man. She'll see you as a weak option she's just tolerating. And guess what? Once she sees you that way, it is over, baby. Yep, she's gonna go for that alpha male next door. Sign number 5. You feel more alone with her than without her. You know what's worse than being single? Feeling completely alone while you're in a relationship. You're supposed to feel supported in a relationship. You're supposed to feel like you have a partner, not just some person you share a bed with, right? You're supposed to feel like you can be yourself without any kind of judgment, manipulation, or emotional distance. But if you're with a wrong woman, guess what? You'll slowly start to realize that being around her doesn't make you feel loved. It just makes you feel so drained. And the interesting thing is you might not even realize it at first. You might tell yourself, oh, it's just a rough patch, or maybe I'm just overthinking. But deep down, you know that something isn't right. Here's how you know you're in a relationship, but still feel completely alone. A couple of things. Number 1, she's physically there, but emotionally distant, right? You're sitting next to her, maybe even holding her hand, but it feels like she's miles away. She barely engages in conversation, and when you try to bring it up, oh my God, you're so dramatic, is her reply to you. That's not love, that's emotional neglect. 2, she never supports you, only criticizes you. The wrong woman will always find a way to tear you down instead of lifting you up. If every conversation with her feels like a battle, if she always points out your flaws but never acknowledges your efforts, then guess what? You're not in a relationship, you're in an emotional war zone. And if she's making you feel small instead of making you feel strong, she's the wrong woman. 3, she's only there when she needs something. And this may be more common than what a lot of us realize. One of the biggest signs you're with a wrong woman is she only acts interested when she wants something from you. She suddenly texts back when she needs a favor. She starts being extra sweet when she wants something expensive. She only shows affection when she's feeling insecure and needs validation. But the moment you need something from her, guess what? She's too busy. She's tired. She's not in the mood. That's not a girlfriend. That's a user. And the worst part, she doesn't even see you as a priority, just a convenience. Now, if this sounds like your relationship, guys, I need you to speak up and demand better. Tell her exactly how you feel. If she values you, she'll make an effort to change. On the other hand, if she gets defensive, dismissive, or makes it your fault, she was never going to change anyway. So walk away before she drains every ounce of your energy, time, and money. Because trust me, the wrong woman will take everything from you. Your confidence, your peace, and eventually your ability to ever love again. And let me tell you something, being single and at peace is always better than being in a relationship and feeling alone. Trust me. Let's wrap up this video. I need you to remember this. The wrong woman will waste your time, break your spirit, and then leave you empty. The right woman, she'll make you feel like the best version of yourself. So you want to make sure that you're choosing wisely. Jessica OS here. I'll catch you in the next video. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more no BS advice, and yeah, definitely come back to watch more.